When's the last time your faith cost you something? Not inconvenienced you, not made you feel warm. I mean, cost you your time, your money, your comfort, your reputation. Because I think we've built a version of Christianity that's really good at consuming sermons, consuming worship music, consuming Bible plans, and not as good at producing, right? Producing kindness, producing sacrifice, producing presence in someone's life when it's hard. I'm not pointing fingers here. I'm guilty of this too. There are people in my life I said I'd check on and didn't. Convictions I felt during a sermon that I let fade by the time Monday morning came. Moments where I knew what the right thing was, and I chose the comfortable thing instead. Personal accountability isn't about beating yourself up. It's about being honest enough to say, I can do more. God is asking for more. And I'm going to stop pretending that feeling convicted is the same as acting on it. James chapter 1, 22 to 25. James is going to be the main guy today, clearly. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Anyone who listens to the word but does not do what it says is like someone who looks at his face in a mirror and after looking at himself goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. Facts. I love this image, and I'll tell you why. You look in the mirror, you see the mess. Maybe your hair is wild, maybe there's something in your teeth. You see it clearly, and then you just walk away and forget. That's wild. That's what it looks like to hear a sermon, feel convicted, and do nothing. The word deceive here is very strong. James is saying, if you hear and don't do, you're lying to yourself. You think you're growing and you think you're engaged, but you're not. You're just a good audience member. God doesn't want an audience. He wants participants. How do we actually stay and fix it? We don't do it by trying harder to be good. We do it by realizing the mirror isn't there to make us feel bad and condemn us. It's there to remind us of the grace we're already been given. Because grace isn't a season. Because grace isn't a reason to stay still. It's the fuel that helps us move. Romans 8:1, there is no condemnation for those in Christ. That's the foundation. But grace is not a reason to stay still. Grace is fuel to move. So what does doing enough actually look like? I think it's simpler than we make it. It looks like following through on the nudge. You know that moment you feel like you should text someone, check on someone, give something, say something, and you talk yourself out of it? Stop talking yourself out of it. That nudge is often from God. It looks like shrinking the gap between Sunday and Monday. What you believe on Sunday should change how you treat people on Monday. Your coworkers, your neighbors, strangers. And it looks like honesty in your prayer life. Stop praying, Lord, use me, and then making yourself unavailable. Mean it. And when he points to something, move. So are we doing enough as Christians? Probably not. And that's okay to admit. Admitting it is actually the first act of courage. The goal isn't perfection. It's not to work your way to God. It's to let what God has already done in you show. To let the faith that saved you produce something in the world that couldn't exist without it. If we say we care, but we never let the outside air hit our faces, if we never actually cross any tiny physical gap between us and someone in need, then our goodness is just an internal monologue. I'm tired of having a heart of the world, but keeping my windows rolled up. That's the whole thing. That's it. Don't just feel it.